quiet siren begins to creep up behind you. Slowly, the siren becomes loud enough that it begins to ring in your mind. You try to open your eyes, but all you can make out is a red blur. You feel around, but there's glasses everywhere, and the car's interior is destroyed. You begin to smell bad fumes and try to get out, but are pinned at the legs by the crushed-in car. Outside of the car, you make out someone that are describing what sounds like another vehicle. How there's too much blood to make out who they are. But 3 are dead, a small female child, and what looks to be parents. The results, 3 dead and 1 paralyzed from the waist down. Cause of accident, texting while driving. As a society, texting while driving is dangerous and should be abolished and stopped whenever you have the chance, because it can take people's lives and it creates a distraction from everything around you while you're driving. And you need all your awareness while you're driving from other people and other surrounding objects. I'm going to try and touch on how texting while driving is dangerous. My goal is to make you think twice on pulling out your phone for the temptation of texting someone. Texting and driving only causes problems around you and everyone else near you. No one wants to be put in that situation. While texting, your eyes aren't where they're supposed to be, and that is directed to the road. Committing this act can cause pain or death to drivers all around you and yourself. Throughout the day, many people around the world attempt to utilize their cell phone while driving. This number is approximately around 660,000 drivers per day. And that's per day on the rate. How many people actually get in a wreck throughout those people? Well, at this rate, cell phone distractions rates are becoming alarmingly high, and smartphones are making it way too easy for you just to pull out a text and reply while operating a vehicle. So, the National Safety Council reports that cell phone use while driving leads to 1.6 million crashes each year. Now, think about it. Out of that 1.6 million wrecks, who knows how many people have died or how many families were separated from the death of a loved one. Aside from the deaths, 330,000 of the 1.6 million wrecks are injury related. So injury could range from paralyzation of the body, or it could be for the brain damage to the point where the person is unable to speak and unable to express thoughts. These rates could easily decrease by now by not using cell phones while driving. According to studies, texting while driving is about 6 times more likely to cause an accident than driving drunk. So answering your cell phone while driving takes time from going to grab it, bringing it to you, and turning it on. That part takes his eyes off the road and directs it to the cell phone so that they can reply to the message. And the time can range from anywhere to 5 seconds to a minute. In that short range of time, you are traveling a great amount of distance where many things could go terribly wrong. And you aren't even looking at the road most of the time, so how are you able to look at the things around you while you drive? Texting can cause terrible accidents. Of all tasks performed while driving, texting is by far the most dangerous distraction. Texting while driving creates a distraction from everything you are doing. Texting requires your brain, your body, fingers, and eyesight in order to correctly create and send a message. When driving, you use about every part of your body as at work. Your ears, they listen to others' cars and people. Your eyes to watch the road and signs and other vehicles. And your hands and feet to operate the vehicle. And also your brain to make conscious decisions while driving. And just in general, awareness of your surroundings and other people driving on the road. So if you text while driving, you are taking away your ability to drive. When you text, you are using way more than half of the ability you need in order to drive. So taking that away causes an alarming danger. It causes almost a 400% increase in time spent with your eyes off the road. So what's the likelihood of wrecking? Because, you're not even paying attention to the road. So while performing this act, you are endangering yourself, and not only yourself, you are also endangering the people around you, such as children. What, you have a kid who still have their whole life ahead of them, and something like a text while driving could end the child's life. never to make a choice for themselves and live life to the fullest. And the parents who have their child killed and lost their only life they have given. Or the other way around, the child losing a parent. Never to have a father figure or a mother figure to care for them. All because you had to text that moment and not wait a little longer till you were out of the car and safe to text without causing pain to others or yourself. So this distraction from texting can cause a wreck, and the aftermath of a crash is very expensive as well, other than tragic. So when you get in a wreck for texting, that wreck will cost loads of money. So depending on what kind of wreck it is, the accident from texting and driving can cause varies because you have to take in the fact that you have to pay for the vehicle damages for both of the vehicles, hospital bills for all the people involved in the wreck, and if it was just a fatal wound, it's different from when it's death, like death. So then there's a court case that has to be paid for and time in prison to attend. If there's a death, the average cost for each casualty is about $1,130,000. And if it's non-fatal, it can come up to $61,600. As well as that, the vehicle damages range around $7,500 to top it off. That adds up a lot. That's all because of the text. So even if you don't get in a wreck, it can cost you time and your money depending on where you live. Because if caught texting and driving by the police, it can cost a measly $20, or it can cost up to $10,000 in a year in prison. And actually, that's in Alaska as well. So even if you don't cause an accident, which the chances are extremely high, the consequences are harsh. Either way, texting and driving have terrible consequences. So why bother do it? You can wait until the car stops. If it's urgent, stop, pull over, text them real quick, or call them if it's that urgent, and go on with the day. Texting and driving is a serious problem we face within today's society, especially with the easy access that everyone has with cell phones while driving. Texting and driving causes many distractions while driving, and can cause non-fatal and fatal accidents that kill and hurt innocent people. Not only can it hurt yourself and others, but it will cost heavily, up to $1 million or more. So texting while driving only causes dangerous outcomes, death from fatal wounds and vehicle damage from both cars. Why even have those outcomes when texting can wait till the wheels have stopped? So please, don't text and drive.